always comes from the predecessors. I borrow from that and I can improvise upon it. I borrow from that and I improvise. That which is there already only can be improvised. So in all, so there is no creation of anything as such. It is there already. What is there already? Tattvam asi. You are that already. It is there already. It is not a creation. You are that already, and very difficult to, and extremely difficult is to increase the knowledge bank. It's not easy to increase the knowledge bank. Now, as you increase the knowledge bank, what happens is, in the 13th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, in the 18 chapters, he talks about knowledge, and only in the 13th chapter, Arjuna asks this question: what is jnanam? What is knowledge? The second chapter, if he had asked this in the second chapter, you would have gotten it straight away. Only in the 13th chapter, he asks, what is jnanam? Amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshantirarjavam, he starts. He says, jnanam na, in the 20 quality irunda jnanam. Jnanam means these 20 qualities is jnanam. And what is the first quality? Amanitvam. Second is, when you have knowledge, two things happens. When you have lot of information, undigested information, two things happens. One is the pride of knowing. Second is showing off what you know. Two things. One is the pride of knowing. Second is damba. Damba means, yeah, Tamil kuda they say no. Romba damba adikada. Damba means, so what is that knowledge that he is talking about? What is the knowledge that we are talking about? The knowledge of your nature, which is the pure, unconditioned knowledge, the knowledge of the self. The pure, unconditioned knowledge of the self. That knowledge of the self, to communicate that there is this thing called the knowledge of the self, and you are that self, and create a conducive environment in which you can realize it, know it for your own self. All this is the greatest. All this is the greatest miracle. All this is the greatest miracle. Amanitvam. After doing all this, he says, I have not done anything. After doing all this, the Guru says, I have not done anything at all. It's the divine that does. These virtues, these values is what we need to remember every day. Guru Purnima is a day for revisiting these concepts, revising the syllabus. Yeah. Every now and then we have to revise. What is the revision here? I'm not going into the details of what is Guru and all that, because I have in so many other contexts I keep saying it any number of times. So I'm not going into those explanations. Why this Guru Purnima and such a value? All the seekers of truth have a lot of value to Guru Purnima is because of this. The conditions that he creates is logic and reason. The conditions that he creates is the rituals. The conditions that he creates is the temple. The conditions that now all that happens in the name of religion and culture and spirituality, it is that person's, it is the guru's, it is that guru's creation. So he has put in, when I say he, means the entire Guru Parampara. The entire Guru Parampara has put in so much of effort to ensure that this is the knowledge, the ritual, the symbolism, the culture, the values, the reason, the logic. Now, you name it, they have talked about it and explained it to the core. The compassion of him, the compassion of the Guru. It's very difficult to digest the compassion in his anger. It is very difficult to see and digest the compassion in that anger. If a Gautam Buddha gets angry at you, you have to congratulate yourself. Huh? You have to be grateful to that anger. You have to praise you. You are very lucky, because in that anger lies your transformation. It's not that he has some desire and he is frustrated and he is saying all that. What is it? What is that compassion? You have a problem and you are helping the person out. People have two types of problems. One is they have a problem and you help them out. What is the problem that the Guru is trying to solve? That is why that extra compassion. A person is bitten by the rope. A person is bitten by the rope. And that rope he sees as snake. Carefully follow. This is compassion. A person is bitten by the rope, which he sees as snake. So for him, there is actually no problem at all. So under logical circumstances, what you would do? What would a person do? Under logical circumstances, what would you do? This fellow is making a noise and you will move away, no? Will you be wanting to stay with that person, help that person out of that imaginary problem? Why that extra compassion is because in an imaginary problem, non-cooperation, maximum non-cooperation from the disciple. In an imaginary problem. In the real problem, the person who has a problem will fully cooperate. Huh? The Gurus are able to follow what I am saying now. See, if you have a real problem, you will fully cooperate. You will fully cooperate. Now it is the product of your imagination, and you won't know that you are. You won't know that you are imagining, and you have to be. But the truth is you are suffering, and he sits there to sort the problem of we bitten by the rope. Bitten by the rope. Tamil la solnuna eppadi solnu? Clear? Idhe Tamil la solnuna? Kaira kadichirthu, if the fellow is shouting, what would you do? The fellow says, I am bitten by the rope. What would you do? You will laugh at it and you will move away. You will not want to stay there. You will not want to stay put with that person. That is the compassion of the Guru. That is the compassion of the Guru. He knows that the problem is imaginary. he knows that there is going to be maximum non-cooperation from the disciple. Yeah. See, when we say maximum non-cooperation, what does it mean? Even to the extent of crucifixion also. Maximum non-cooperation to the extent of crucifixion. Unmindful of all that, he is the Guru Parampara. The Guru is the symbolic representation of the entire Parampara. Are you okay till now? The compassion of the Guru and the miracle. Edukku Guru Purnima we celebrate is this. Why we celebrate or why we, yeah. Which ellathukkum celebration na payasam, vada, poli, huge meal, new clothes, the celebration and all that. Yeah, in all other things. Ganesh Chaturthi celebration, we know how we will celebrate. Diwali celebration, we know how we will celebrate. Pongal celebration, we know how we will celebrate. What is a Guru Purnima celebration? Either lecture Gurupar or half an hour, once in a year it will come and they will talk for half an hour, 1 hour, and then next year another Purnima. Yeah. You need to have this, that the effort that he does, the effort that he has done, the effort that the Guru Parampara has done in all aspects of religion. In all aspects of religion. When I say all aspects of religion, if a person is if a person cannot reason, logic or anything, create some set of rituals for him. In that ritual, incorporate the divine. The person is emotional, creates a system of discipline through that emotion and make him remember the divine. If the person is the logic and reason and thinking, create a system through that, so that that person can remember the divine through that. Yeah. Extremely tamasic, na? Forward bend, backward bend, spinal twist, stand on the head for 20 minutes and create that yoga system also. Create that system also. It means what? The possibility of having conceived all the types of human beings and creating perfect system so that you cannot escape the divine. Yeah. If teacher is performing the miracle, na, Guru is performing the miracle, na, we are performing the greatest miracle. What is our greatest miracle? How much ever they try to convey the divine, we know how to dismiss it and not follow that at all. That's number miracle. So, price I think we deserve, I think we all can congratulate ourselves for the ignorance that we. This is the Guru Purnima. And if you see the tradition, I said Parampara. And if you see the tradition, there are so many traditions, so many different minor schools having minor differences and all that. All trace the Guru. If you see the Guru Shishya Parampara, all will trace the Guru Shishya Parampara to a God only first. One tradition says, Sada Shiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. One tradition. Another tradition starts the Guru Parampara with Narayana himself. Another tradition starts the Guru Parampara with the Hiranyagarbha, Brahma himself. Because he is the one who gave the Vedas. So all the Guru Shishya Parampara, irrespective of whatever religions, trace the origin to Muhammad will trace the origin to a divine. Jesus Christ will trace the origin to the divine. And yet, we will not worship the divine, we worship the Guru. The Guru in the human form we worship. Why? Why? Because the direct benefit you have received, Now you will understand this only if you have received some benefit. Supposing if you have not received any benefit of any benefit at all, don't worry. We will definitely experience that benefit one day, and we would be grateful for that. Therefore, the Guru here means not the Adi Guru, not the divine Guru, the Guru in a human form. That has to be very clear. But our ego will not allow us to accept a Guru like that, because as humans we are all equal. We are not equal. There is a difference. The Shishya would take this stance. Now I'll go to the Shishya later. First is the Guru and what makes the Shishya so grateful to the Guru about. So what do you understand till now? What do you understand till now? Whenever we say Guru means the Guru in the human form. Guru in the human form. Automobile Guru, financial Guru, yeah. எல்லாருமே இப்போ குரு தான். Guru in Vedantic terminology, one who removes the ignorance of your nature is the Guru. So here we use Guru in the clear sense of Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Though in the modern day context, everybody is called as in the modern day context, everybody is called as the Guru. Yeah. Sanskrit has a word for all the others. All the others are called Vadyar, and Guru is different. Vadyar nu peru Gusti Vadyar nu irundha illaya, Kabadi Vadyar nu thangirpaanga. Now who correct angala appadidhaan solluvaanga oorla la Gusti Vadyar, they will say. Gusti Vadyar nu enna artham? He is not a Gusti Guru. Gusti Vadyar na one who Gusti na boxing. So one who teaches you a skill, a trade is a Vadyar, not a Guru. A Guru means one who removes. Guru means one who removes ignorance. Ignorance of what? Ignorance of your own nature. And to give you that knowledge, he creates extraordinary conditions. What are the conditions? First is his presence. First is his presence. And he ensures that, yeah, how they do that is the greatest thing. And they ensure that the tradition is continued. Unbroken tradition. And create very many conditions like rituals, temple worship, puja, everything, all put together is what? Guru Purnima day is celebrating, worshipping the God in a human form. God in a human form is Guru. In the Vedanta treatise, second lesson, part A, which is Introduction to Vedanta, second lesson, he talks about the gradations of human beings. Mineral person to divine person. mineral, plant, animal, man, human இல்லையா? அந்த human கொண்டு வரதுக்கே பிரயத்தனப்பட வேண்டியிருக்கு. You don't have to make a prayatna to make a dog a dog. No prayatna is required for that. No prayatna is required to make a lion a lion. A lot of prayatna has to be made to make a human being. To make a human being first. They do that, and then they not only they stop it there, they elevate to the level of the true nature. Having done all that, having done this extraordinary work, the Guru says, I didn't do anything. The Guru says, I didn't do anything. The disciple says, Vijay, you did everything. That's gratitude. The Guru says, I am your friend. Krishna said that. The Guru says, I am your friend. Yeah. Vadan, I will not put my hands around his shoulders. The Guru says, I am your friend. The disciple says, different. Yeah, and the difference eல்லாம் புரியணும். The Guru says, அவரே தான் ஃப்ரெண்ட்னு சொல்லிட்டாரே. He says, I am your friend. The disciple says, no. That is his magnanimity to say that I am your friend. I didn't do anything. Yeah. What does the disciple say? What does the disciple do? The disciple prostrates. Prostration is the indication. Pranipatena, pariprashnena, sevaya. 3 things he says. Do prostration, he says. Do prostration. Now don't ask me pranipatena, pariprashnena, sevaya alla enga sir irukunu. You should not ask me. Yeah. Where is it? Somebody say that. Where is it? It's in the Bhagavad Gita. He has said it already. So first thing he says is do prostration. And when you do prostration, it's not a forward bend. Yeah, yoga la forward bend kadayadu. When you do prostration, how do you prostrate? Yeah, sashtanga, ashta anga, all the limbs on the earth. Sir, இதெல்லாம் இப்படிலாம் தான் சார் அந்த inferiority superiority எல்லாம் கொண்டு வந்து we bring in slavery and they do this. இதெல்லாம் if people talk this language, the Guru understands that. The Guru understands what? What make you talk this language is the self. What makes you talk this language is the self. As in Atma Bodha, when you deny the sunlight, you are borrowing. When you deny the sunlight, you borrow the strength from the sunlight to say that there is no sunlight. Yeah. Without ignorance, how can a person get more ignorant than this? So, what I am trying to say is, Guru means Guru in a human form. Seriya? Better is to have a corollary. Better is to have a living Guru. Not a Guru from the photograph, not a Guru from 5,000 years back. Better to have a living Guru. Why better to have a living Guru? The Guru from the photograph is not going to puncture your ego. The Guru from the photograph is not going to tell you where you are going wrong. In fact, the Guru from the photograph will always tell you that you are right only. Why? Because it is not the Guru saying, your own mind is saying. listening to the guru's photograph and taking advice from him is taking advice from your own ignorance. Yeah, but the ego makes to believe that photograph. Ideally have a living guru. Why a living guru? Because the first bend that you can do there is the first bend, the first ego that can, fundamentally the ego can get shaken only in front of the living guru. How? It is difficult to accept one person as an authority in everything. It is extremely difficult to accept there can be one person in a human form who can be an authority in all matters that concerns. The rest I know, and the Atmana solli kudukaradhukku mattum you need. Only to teach about Brahman you are needed, but rest of the things I will take care, because I already have a degree in that. I already have a PhD in that, so I know that. The Shishya says a guru, a living guru, is the first area where the Shishya's disciple's ego is bent. Why? Because you are able to accept that there is a person whose authority in everything. See, as I am doing this, as I am giving these few points, Kada Kalakshepamar ketutu utrungo. Just listen to this as a story and ignore it. Clear? Don't ask so many clarifications. You understand or you don't understand. When I say don't ask clarification, I will answer. Doesn't mean you shouldn't ask. What it means is, it is something which is concerning the ego and the arrogance. It is not concerning about logic and reason here. It is concerning about the ego and the arrogance. The living guru, the way in which the living guru can make the ego melt. It is difficult for the Shastras to melt it. That is why the corollary that I always add is, it's always better to have a guru who is living. Also, if you can't see the pratyaksha benefit, how are you able to understand the divine benefit? So, and the divine benefit, God and Radhalam or talk dane thavara, ego only anga pradhanama irukum. Only the ego will be predominant there. If you can't see the divine pratyaksha in the form of the guru. In some of the classes, I have given this experience long back. He said, see, all of you are prostrating to me, no? And I know none of you is going to listen to what I say. It was like, when he goes on a tour, when he comes back from a tour, we have this thing of prostration. So long back, I remember. He said, you see so many people prostrating, and you guys are also prostrating, and as you guys are prostrating, I know very well that you are not faking, you are not cheating, but then the ignorance is so, the ignorance is so powerful. So the guru in the human form has the ability, has the capacity to shake it. He has the ability, he has the capacity to shake it. For this greatest wonderment, Ascharya. Kathopanishad talks about Ascharya. Second chapter, verse 70 of the Bhagavad Gita, also he talks about Ascharya, borrowing that verse from Kathopanishad. Ascharya. What is the Ascharya? This is the Ascharya. Creates that conducive environment so that we cannot escape the divine. He has known it already. He could have simply walked away. Just as when a person says, I am bitten by the rope, I am bitten by the rope, I am bitten by the rope, you know that there is no problem, and it is such a waste of time dealing with that. Such a waste of time dealing with that problem. But that is the Apara Karuna Murti, they say. Apara Karuna Murti. Apara Karuna means compassion. Murti means form. Apara Karuna Murti means infinite compassion. What is that infinite compassion? Carefully remember this. To serve, to give up your life for an ignorant person, that's the compassion. To serve the ignorant is compassion. And when the Guru is doing all this, he is serving. To serve the ignorant is compassion. To serve the ignorant requires that much of strength, that much of energy, that much of compassion. At least personally, I always used to think, from where does he get this endless reservoir of energy? Where is that energy coming from? Where is that endless reservoir of energy? He said, what is my day? He said once. What is my day? Morning 4 to 6, I write about intellect. When I sit in the breakfast table and I talk to people, I talk about intellect. In the classes and after the class, wherever I go, people come for advice, I talk about intellect. Lunchtime, lunch table, intellect. Yeah, maybe when he's sleeping, if you can place your ears on his heartbeat, I think it will say intellect only. It don't say loved up. It will say only. And then evening, night, dinner table. Okay, for how long? For how long? 60, 65 years. And to whom? University professors claim or advantage. Every year, new batch comes, new student comes. Yeah. When I go sit in the class there, the academic class environment is the most inspiring. Go and sit there. See, one look at me, he knows that I have information wise, so much is there already. And yet, where is the motivation to? Where is that energy coming from? What is it that is driving? What is it that is motivating? It means something is still not yet. Something is still not yet known, and the focus is on that. So you see the infinity, you see all the qualities of God in the Guru. Another distinct quality of God is Dushta Nigraham. Sishta Paripalanam, Dushta Nigraham. When the Guru does the Dushta Nigraham in me, I get very angry at the Guru. What does Dushta Nigraham means? See, okay, we have seen gods, no? All the gods we worship with their destructive weapon, We worship the destructive weapon also. Why do we worship the destructive weapon? Huh? Why do we worship the destructive weapon? If at all God has to use the destructive weapon, that use of destructive weapon is also compassion. Are you able to follow what I am saying? Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, we say, no? So even when he uses the destructive weapon, which is the anger, where he gets angry and says certain things, you have to be very thankful. Yeah. That's why I always say, if the Guru gets angry, no, you have to thank you. Yeah, you have to congratulate, because you have been extremely beneficial. Extremely impossible to understand all this if you are an ordinary student. Idan crux. All these things that I said about the Guru Purnima, the Guru, the methodology, I didn't go into the details and all. I'm so tempted to go into the details. If I start going to the details, na இன்னைக்கு full-ஆ நான் பேசின்னு இருக்கணும். I'm not going into those details. I just gave the basic framework. Now, who can get inspired and be beneficial and be benefited from all this? Only a Shishya. It's such a wonderful relationship between the Guru-Shishya relationship, because both are longing for each other. The Shishya is longing for the Guru, and the Guru is longing for the Shishya. It's a mutual, it's an extraordinary relationship. That is why in this tradition, the Guru-Shishya relationship is that if at all something is worth calling as a relationship, it is a Guru-Shishya relationship. Why? The Shishya is longing. The Guru is also longing. And when they meet, the Guru asks, "Who are you?" The Shishya says, Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. That's Guru Shishya. Satyakama came to study. The Guru asked, which Gotra you belong to? Boy said, Gotra and word, I don't know which Gotra I belong to and all. Why? He said, go and ask your mother. She will know. So he went back. The mother said, I also don't know which Gotra you are from. Look at that. The mother said, I also don't know which Gotra you belong to. And why the Guru is asking all unnecessary details? Go and tell that Guru that you are Satyakama, the son of Jabala, and you do not know the Gotra. Agotram. The Mundaka Upanishad defines Brahman, God, as Agotram. Agotram na therinjikaradhukku ungakitta vanda, why do you want to know which Gotra I belong to? When Satyakama came and said that, the Guru stood up from the seat, garlanded that boy, and the words they use, the affectionate words that the Guru uses. Yeah. The affectionate words that the Guru uses. Saumya, Saumya, Somya, Somya. Yeah. When Shiva teaches Parvati, your husband and wife, you think now what to do. Yeah. When Shiva teaches Parvati, Parvati is sitting on the lap of Shiva, and Shiva having placed her hands round her shoulders, and that Guru-Shishya relationship is something unique. You can't draw a parallel with any worldly relationship. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't draw any parallel to the worldly. You can't draw any parallel at it. It's very unique. What is the uniqueness? The uniqueness is this. Shishya goes and say, I have come to you for correction. Carefully follow. The Shishya goes and says, I have not come to you to study Bhagavad Gita Allah. I have not come to you to study information on what Bhagavad Gita says, what Upanishad says, and the information padikirathukalla na varla. I have come to you for correction. So please correct me. That is the Shishya. See, what you did that day is wrong. What you did this day is wrong. All that you did. What the Guru says immediately. What the Guru says immediately. Pure you are already, go back. We should be able to lift ourselves up at least through imagination to that level of discussion. The Shishya comes and says, correct me. The Guru says, what the Guru says? You have so much of mistakes, you have so much of ignorance, you have, like he doesn't say that. What does he say? What is his answer? Pure you are already. And the Shishya prostrates and he leaves. Yeah. Part to Vadyarnu தான் சொல்லுவோம். Part to Guruன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டோம் இல்லையா? இப்பதான் vocabulary எல்லாம் மாறி போச்சு. எல்லாரும் குரு இல்லையா? When I was in, you know, in our families, no, especially in the Orthodox Brahmin families, yeah, girls, they have to go to vocal Carnatic music. அதெல்லாம் daily breakfast, lunch, dinner மாதிரி. You have to go. Boys in a minimum useless boy. That fellow will be sent for Mridangam class. Correct? Yeah, that is the culture here. Useless fellow, that father will say, send him to Mridangam class. So, I still remember my father saying, Pattvadhyar, I am searching for you. Pattvadhyar, not the Pattu Guru. Guru, the title Guru is, yeah, Guru nu per vechine, Guru sitting in front of me also. Yeah, Guru. Ungal kuda andha peru irukudadu. Change the name. The name Guru is exclusive copyright for only one. Who's that one? Who says, pure you are already. You should be able to understand the distinction. One thing is to say, I will purify you. Another thing is to say, pure you are already. And the difference, don't worry, very soon you will understand it. Pure you are already. So it's not that I am going to make you pure. This Guru Shishya, one is the Guru in the human form, and then the Shishya pati solla thevilla. Shishya na human form la than Shishya. Guru undra the human form la kondu varudha kashtam. Shishya is already in the human form only. So there is a beautiful interaction between this Guru and Shishya. Vivekananda says beautifully. He's quoting from the Upanishads and he says, only the Shishya can turn into a master. Only the Shishya has the potential to turn into a master. University degree, you don't turn into a master. Ipo naangallam yaru academy la or course padichittu vandu irukra duplicate masters. Yeah. Who is the master? Are you able to follow what I am saying? A Shishya alone turns into a master. That is how the Guru Shishya Parampara. The Shishya, the Guru now is the Shishya of. Look at that. That's why we call it as Guru Shishya Parampara. The Guru Shishya Parampara sonnale, what should you have? Idalam basic common sense you should have caught by now. The Shishya only turns into the Guru. And Vivekananda beautifully said, everybody wants to become the masters without wanting to purify themselves by going through the Shishyahood. Everybody wants to become the masters without the self-purification process of being a Shishya. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, pusa ennallamo vera varudhu illaya. Ipo adula Indian app paathu vera you should download, no? Adula kuda you should become illaya. So everybody can become the masters. Where is the disciple? Gurus are available in plenty. Disciple is the rare commodity. Disciple is the rare commodity. That is why in the tradition, first we worship the Shishya and then the Guru. The tradition, we worship the Shishya first. Partho Vatsas Sudhir Bhokta. Arjuna is praised. The student is praised. Why the student is praised? Because the student brought it out of the master, no? Because that student brought it out of the master, we are all benefited. Arjuna mattum Sishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam. If he has not said that in verse 7-8 of chapter 2, if Arjuna didn't say that, Sishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam, if he didn't say that, we wouldn't have had Bhagavad Gita. Krishna would have easily found another soldier and he would have conducted the war anyway. He doesn't need Krishna was not in need of Arjuna to conduct the war. Anyway, he could have used any soldier, anybody who would have used to conduct the war. But yet we are grateful to Arjuna also. So in the Guru Shishya Parampara, the Shishya is also worshipped by the next level of Sishyas. Why? Because thank God you asked that question. The Guru said that. Thank God you said this. We are able to understand. We are able to understand this. Are you able to follow? So, in the Guru Shishya Parampara, the Shishya is also, a Shishya is a very crucial, critical factor here. What is the crucial, critical factor here? If Nachiketas didn't tell Yama, Tavaiva Vahas Tavan Nritya Gite. Imagine that. See, first he said, pacify my father, tatastu, granted. Father got appeased. How to help the world, Srikant? How to help the world, social work, Allambanono. Yama taught him that, tatastu. And it will be called as Nachiketas Agni. In may pair vandu Nachiketas Agni, it will be called. Granted. Second. Third boon, Nachiketas asked. What is the third boon? Brahma Vidya. When Nachiketas said, teach me Brahma Vidya, Yama said, in the chinna vayasula ennathukku idella? First question he asked. At a very young age, why do you want to know all that? Oh, apdiya? Everybody would have rushed back. It means what? He is checking. He is checking on the, okay, young boy. In the chinna vayasula ennathukku? No, I want this. And then he said, I will give you this, I will give you this, I will give you this. Again, not a response from Nachiketas. And Yama went on offering. Beyond a point, Nachiketas was so tired of listening to that offering because he didn't want that. When the lecture becomes too boring, when the lecture becomes too repetitive after a while, what will you do? Yeah. Yesterday Swati taught me. So, appa pesna irukumbode adutha screen la poi yaar irukkranga eppadi paakanum theriyuma, she asked me. I said, I don't know how to do that. Idu kuda theriyada unakku? Useless. And so as the lecture becomes too repetitive, boring, and you know exactly what I'm going to say for the next 15 minutes, how do you go back? Who has come, who has not yet come? Yeah, why that fellow has come today? All this entertainment goes on. Nachiketas turned the eyes away. When the Guru speaks, otherwise the tradition they give. When the Guru speaks, the eyes and ears should be fixed on the Guru. Yeah, the posture itself is very important. Why? The fixation. The fixation. In that fixation, maximum receptivity. What happened to Nachiketas? The eyes moved away. The eyes moved away. Guru is so sharp. Guru is so sharp. He followed the Nachiketas' eyes. He followed the Nachiketas' eyes. Just a coincidence. Yeah, it was just a coincidence. All the divine apsaras were walking that side. Divine apsaras, the original Urvashi, the original Ramba, not our Urvashi Rambala, the original Urvashi, the original Ramba, all the original apsaras. And Yama thought, oh, maybe teenage boy, no, young fellow, maybe teenage boy, 16-year-old boy, maybe he's interested. Keep them also, he says. Nachiketas said, keep your horses and keep your damsels. So first prostration is to whom? Is to the Nachiketas. Second prostration is to the teacher. First prostration is to the Nachiketas. Second prostration is to the teacher. Why? Because he displayed his earnestness, he displayed his mukshatvam, he displayed his readiness, and Yama just gave out the philosophy. Janaka to Ashtavakra. See, we have some of the wonderful pairs of Guru Sishya. Some of the wonderful Guru Sishya. Some of the wonderful Guru Sishya pairs we have. What is the wonderful Guru Sishya pair we have? Oh, some of them is having voice is breaking, is it? Another. I will set it right in a minute. The entire Shastras have this combination of the Guru and the Sishya. Janaka to Ashtavakra. In Yoga Vasishta, Rama and Vasishta. Satyakama and the Guru. Shvetaketu and the father. See, in some cases, it is the husband and wife. In some cases, it is the wife and the husband. Husband and wife, Yajnavalkya and Maitreyi, Shiva and Parvati. Where is wife and husband? Chudala and Shikitvaja. Chudala and Shikitvaja. Clear? Chudala na adena sir Chudala. One class we come so fresh that clear. Chudala. What is Chudala? Who is Chudala? Wonderful Guru Sishya relationship. In some cases, it is father and the son. In some cases, it is the son and the father. In some cases, it is daughter and the All that is there. I'm not going to, if I start giving that list, or session. It means what? All worldly relationship is something which is different, and this is different. And you go to Dattatreya, Dattatreya says, my guru is. Dattatreya's list of guru is yaar? Dattatreya has a list of gurus. He has a list of 40 gurus. He starts from the ant, the ocean, the bee. Why the bee? The bee collects honey and others take it. The guru collects knowledge for the others to benefit. So this entire beauty is the guru shishya. When we say the guru shishya parampara, at least we should know some names. Some names. In the modern day context, it is the we have heard Vivekananda and Ramakrishna. We have heard Vivekananda and Ramakrishna. Vivekananda drank that, no? Vivekananda swallowed the spit of the master. We praise Vivekananda not because for his knowledge, not because he created the Ramakrishna mission and all that. What gave him that strength and energy and all that? That guru, the guru bhakti. Patanjali says, in the Ashtanga Yoga, Allah I create. Why? Because this Ashtanga Yoga and all that is created for the fools who doesn't have Guru Bhakti. All this is needed for whom? A fellow who doesn't have Guru Bhakti. In Bhajagovindam he says, Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsarad Achirat Bhava Muktaha. Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsarad Achirat Bhava Muktaha. 30 ವರ್ಷ of Bhajagovindam ellam theveye illa. If you have this Guru Charana Ambuja Bhaktaha. Who can say this? Only a person who has been a Shishya would be able to say this. A person who has been a Shishya and benefited says it is all the Guru's grace. Are you okay till now? The last thing. The most difficult thing in life is to inspire somebody. See, every father and mother they are desperate, no, in wanting to inspire their children. Every husband wants to inspire the wife. Every wife wants to inspire the husband. Not impress, huh? நான் சொல்றது இல்லையா, வாய்ஸ் பிரேக் ஆயிடுச்சு சார், தப்பா கேட்காதீங்க. இம்ப்ரெஸ் இல்ல, இம்ப்ரெஸ் இல்ல. என்னப்பா சொன்ன சுரேஷ் ராமகிருஷ்ணன்? என்ன சொன்ன? இம்ப்ரெஸ் இல்ல, என்ன சொன்ன? Inspire. Correct. Mohan comes to my rescue most of the time. Yeah, inspire, not impress, inspire. And the most difficult thing is to inspire. Okay, even in the worldly sense, we would have had many teachers in the school, in the universities. We would have had many teachers. Of the minimum 100 teachers you would have seen in your life, up to post graduation, you would have seen at least 100 teachers in your life. 98 name also you wouldn't remember. Only that one or two you remember. Why? All of them taught you, no? Why that 1, 2 only? Because that 1, 2 inspired. Till the last day, Abdul Kalam used to talk about the school teacher that inspired him, no? He used to talk about the teacher who inspired. Because the life changers, carefully follow now, the life changer is not father, The life changer is not mother. The life changer is not wife. The life changer is not children. The life changer is not anybody. The life changer forever is, when I say forever, into many janmas till you hit moksha, is Guru. And the Guru kitta eppadi irukano? See, look at the objectivity of the Guru. The same Guru so objectively says how you should be with the Guru also. Adu kuda yaar solli kodutanga? That also is taught by whom? It's not the Sishyas all gathered amongst themselves, had a world conference and they decided. No, no. Who said that? The very Guru himself. For this, the Sishya prostrates. For this, the Sishya prostrates. A symbolic day. Remember, it is a symbolic day. A symbolic day where it should become an everyday routine. Symbolic day means it is not only for one day. Father's Day. Not symbolically on that day only we are grateful to the Father. It is a symbolic day to make sure that you have it. It should become your, Ramatirtha says, it should throb in your veins. It should run in your arteries. It should be in your cells. It should be in your blood. It should be like that. A person who has it like that is blessed, because he comes in contact with that divine in a human form. One human can interact only with another human. A Sishya interacts with the divine in a human form. The Guru is called a Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru is the Guru for the universe. Jagat means not world, universe. Universe to what all you can conceive of, he is the Guru, he is the guide. Why? Because as I said, the beneficiary is the Guru. He is able to inspire a person. How much of effort he would have done? That is the inspiration. This is what I spoke about inspiration. No, what does that inspiration means? When do you get inspired? Week after week after week, Sunday class la doubt mela doubt kolpine irukom illaya. They are confusing after confusion after confusion. Now, who is the Guru? He makes the subtlest thing so simple. Effortlessness comes out of much effort. Effortlessness comes out of much effort. Idella punch dialogue mari vechukonga. Yeah. Effortlessness comes out of much effort. He makes it look so effortless. It is that effortlessness with which he is able to convey inspires you. And he has inspired the Sishya, and the Sishya prostrates, and then what he says as a gratitude, Guru, Sishya, the third important factor is Dakshina. The third important factor is Dakshina. Dakshina na, ipo purinjindra grammar, Dakshina na undiyal kaasalam kedayadu. Yeah. Dakshina means offering. And offering is service. What is offering? What is service? Service is anticipation. Anticipating the need and ready to and ready. Nature is like that. Divine is like that. It anticipates the needs and it is ready. As soon as the child is going to come out of the womb, the body of the mother starts making, anticipating the need, and then anticipating the need, and it is ready. So all that you need to do is what? You have to simply cry, I am hungry. The child has to say, I am hungry. That's all. It is already there. Identification. This is called. So Guru Dakshina is the identification. What is that identification? See, honestly speaking, Dakshina doesn't matter to the Guru at all, because what all we value, he has no value for that. So what all is valuable to us is anyway, is not, supposing if what all is valuable to us is valuable to him also, then he is not a Guru anyway. So what all is valuable to us is not valuable to him anyway. Therefore, what is it that we are offering? What is it that we can offer? The Shishya says, all that I have is offered. All that I have is at your feet. All that I have is at your feet. Help yourself. Adam Shishya. Yeah. People apdi kediyadu. Illaya Venkat. முதல்ல ஒரு அப்பீல் லெட்டர், அப்புறம் அதுக்கு ஒரு குரூப், அதுக்கப்புறம் அது ஃபாலோ அப், அதுக்கப்புறம் ரிமைண்டர், அதுக்கப்புறம் அவ்வளோ பண்ணி கூட ஏதாவது நடக்கிறதா இல்லையா வெங்கட்? ஒன்னும் ஆகலன்ட்டார் அவரும் இல்லையா? He also said nothing is happening. இல்லையா? அது தட்சிணா கிடையாது. That is not dakshina. What is dakshina means? The anticipating and the Shishya gives up his life to serve the master. Why he gives up his life to serve the master is because the master has given up his life to serve. It is a reciprocation. You are not doing any favor. You are only recognizing. The master has given up his life to serve. Now what should you do? What should be your attitude in return? You don't walk back quietly. Yeah. What is it that I can do? I can't do nothing, sir. You don't go back and have a party at your house. What you should do? You are willing to give up your life to serve. We remember once in a year we get a possibility to remember these values, these virtues. I started by saying I have a few words. Whenever I say I have a few words, I will talk for 2.5 hours non-stop. Okay, that is my few words. What to do? Yeah. I started by saying I have a few words to say. A few words to say. More words if you have no, what would you do? Don't worry. More words to say. A few words to say. This is the Sishyas Sikshat Ichyate. He's a Sishya. Sikshat Ichyate. Ichyate means one who desires Siksha. One who desires correction. Is a Siksha. Who is a Guru? Remover of that ignorance. What is that ignorance? What is the ignorance that the Sishya comes from? I am a limited, constricted person in bondage, suffering, in ignorance. Idallam the Sishya has a wrong understanding about himself. And what the Guru does? When he says he removes that ignorance, now what he removes? That's why the definition of Guru is not the giver of knowledge. The definition of the Guru is the remover of ignorance. Sir, but logically speaking, he is not adding anything. Are you able to follow Bharat? He is not adding anything to you. He is not giving anything to you. What all you think you are, he is only saying. I say, I am in bondage. He says, Mithya. I am limited, constricted, restricted. That is avidya. That is ignorance. So, Guru is not the giver of knowledge. The Guru is the remover of ignorance. That is the definition of Guru. Worldly sense of Guru because they add up to the knowledge base, they add up to the information base. Seriya? Why we chose Vyasa Purnima, I conclude. Why this is chosen, why Vyasa is chosen? Vyasa is chosen as a symbolic representative in a human form. In the Guru Sishya Parampara, the first human is Vyasa. Before that, it is all divine forms only. Like Dakshinamurti, Narayana, Vishnu, Subramanya, you can have any god. But then the first link in the human form starts with the Vyasa. Vyasa means the teacher. His original name is Krishnadvaipayana. His original name is Vyasa, is the title given to him. And easy to know by titles. Clear? Talaivar, Abdina? Rajinikanth. It's known. Clear? Talaivarna Rajinikanth. It is known. You don't ask who is that na? That fellow has to be short in Tamil Nadu. Talaivarna, it is Rajinikanth. Clear? So we know by the titles. Another title Krishna Engen Dharam Adu Kuda Guru Sishya, Adu Kuda Rishi Soli Gurtada. So Krishna Dvaipayana is the name, but Vyasa is the title. Like Vishwamitra is the title given to him. His name is Kaushika. That is why wherever he goes, he says, Kaushika has come. Kaushika has come. He never says Vishwamitra has come. Yeah. Imagine Rajinikanth saying Talaivar has come. That is slightly weird, no? Vishwamitra says Kaushika has come. We say Vishwamitra. Similarly, Vyasa is the title given. His original name is Krishna Dvaipayana. That is why when we worship in the traditional Panchamahayajna, ritual prayer, when we worship the Rishi Parampara, we start with worshipping Krishna Dvaipayanadeyaha He Rishayaha Tan Rishin. Krishna Dvaipayanadeyaha He Rishayaha Tan Rishin. He Rishis, starting from Krishna Dvaipayana, I am prostrating. Sarvan Rishin, and then it goes. Why Vyasa? Because in the age of Kali, we start with Vyasa as the Guru because he is the one who, before Vyasa, the Vedas was known, everybody known, but it didn't have the name like Rig, Yajur, Sam, Atharvana and all that. It is just called Veda. Knowledge, Veda, that's all. He knew the deterioration of the intellect. Because of the deterioration of the intellect, what he did, he segregated them into four. Not only he segregated them into four, he created Gotras and he said, this part of it is yours. At least in the part of the maintained Manungon, he gave one part to one person. Another contribution of Vyasa is when he codified the Vedas, he understood that it is extreme future generation. Who is going to understand all this? So what he did, he created sutras. Sutras means mathematical formulas. Brahma Sutras, 555 formulas. Atato Brahma Jignasa, it starts. 555 formulas. After creating the formulas, he thought, இதுவும் வேலைக்கு ஆகாது. இல்லையா? இதுவும் வேலைக்கு ஆகாது. இதுவும் வேலைக்கு ஆகாதுன்னா this also wouldn't work. So what he did, he created the Puranas, stories. He created the Puranas, he created the Itihasa Mahabharata, and in that Mahabharata, Gita comes. So he codified the Vedas, the Brahma Sutras, the Puranas. From these Puranas came the Agamas. So even the Agama tradition, people who follows the temple rituals and all that also has to worship Vyasa only. So everybody, ellarum join our idam eduna Vyasa. All the different paths unite at Vyasa. Therefore, what they did is ellarin thanithaniya கூப்பிட்டு prostration. It is difficult. How long will you keep prostrating? So what they did, symbolically keep one. By prostrating to one, you are prostrating to everybody. So they kept Vyasa. And then in the Shankaracharya Parampara, there is a beautiful shloka. Sadashiva Samarambam, the Guru Sishya Parampara. Sadashiva Samarambam. Aramba means starting. What is the starting point? Sadashiva. Sadashiva means Dakshinamurti. Sadashiva Samarambam. Shankaracharya Madhyamam. Why Shankaracharya in between? Okay. What Vyasa did, people got so involved in the rituals and they missed the knowledge part. So what Shankaracharya did, he came and said, rituals and all is a means to an end. Rituals are not the end in themselves. Rituals are the means to an end. What is the means to an end? Self-purification, Chitta Shuddhi. All this is meant for Chitta Shuddhi, inner purification to gain knowledge to moksha. So on the formula, Shankaracharya established it clearly. Sadashiva Samarambam, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmad Acharya Paryantam. Asmad Acharya means my Guru. Asmad Acharya, my Guru. My Guru is placed in the same galaxy. Asmad Acharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. One of the beautiful slokas. Sadashiva Samarambam, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmad Acharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Saka Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Nama Deva Deva. இந்த 3 ஸ்லோகம் போறோம். Traditionally, we always conclude by chanting the slokas. Zoom la ellaரையும் chant பண்ண சொல்ல முடியாதுன்றதுனால வெங்கட்டோட ஜாப I grabbed from him. Yeah, I said, Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Saka Tvameva. யாருக்காவது தெரிஞ்சா சொல்லுங்க. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Saka Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. You are my father, you are my mother. Why I have shifted my father and mother to you? Because his worldly father and mother is keeping me in ignorance. Ignorance la irunu, they are pulling me down. So I have shifted the father and mother to you. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha. Suttirukra friends alla enna Sunday evening சாயங்காலம் என்ன பண்ணலாம்னு they will ask. Sunday evening, what we will do this evening? Now what are they asking? Bandhuscha Sakatvameva. Bandhundra perle they bring you down. Sakandra perle they bring you down. Dravinamdra perle it brings you down. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhuscha saka tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. With this, we conclude the few words that I had to say on the Guru Purnima, and there are some clarifications and all that, which I will take it up in the next session.